Hello guys, welcome back to the Crew Wild Run Summit Qualifier. We're still doing the second one for May 2015. I finished 47th in the first one without doing free drive challenge, free drive stunts and hardly any PvP, and that's sort of the same this time. Unranked, unranked and unranked. It's grinding and farming stuff and I hate it. It's nothing to do with racing, it's just by playing, driving to free drive challenge, driving to nowhere for a half an hour or an hour and to get some bucks, because these rankings are based on the bucks that you earn in it. Stupidly. PvP, well, the problem I have there is that it is not league linked, which means you cannot lose or gain points for your personal league, and that also means that people don't give a crap about it and they drive like idiots, or they don't drive at all, or they drive 1 or 2 checkpoints and then they still get the bucks. They cannot spectate the whole race anymore, for the simple reason that they have changed that in the April patch finally, but it's still not good enough. They should link it to the league so that people would actually drive for it, because otherwise, if not, they will lose points for their personal league and then it would matter. So I have recorded, it's not posted yet, but it will be soon, the brand speed trap in a solo run, but as you can see, only a gold medal, 134th, with a around 390 kilometers an hour. It's something you can reach solo. You need a crew here. Some of my friends have made 431, 432. The top score is set at 466 kilometers an hour, and that is a big cheater, and I don't get why he's still in the game. Everybody knows he's a cheater. Apparently the devs do not, because that guy keeps popping up in all kind of events with cheating times. The fastest time you can do, or speed you can do, is 459, 460 kilometers an hour with a Kawasaki bike in circuit spec. So even if you get 459, 460 kilometers an hour at the 5 checkpoints, your average will be 459 or 460, and definitely not 466, and that's the score that he has. So, Monster Arena I'm not going to make a video of, for the simple reason that I have a list on the 4 arenas in this game. So I sort of, basically I did the same run. What did I score this time? 56,000. I even have a 60,000 video, 60,000 point video for this Midwest arena on my channel. You can check that out. So I even did less now than I can actually do. Drift round maybe? Why not? Let's have a look. 94,000, that's not good enough. That has to improve. It's sort of an Italian summit qualifier, which means we are kind of limited here and there in these things. So we have the Ferrari 458, the Murcielago or the Aventador. I'm going to try the Aventador first. Again, just like in the speed trap, just like in the time attack, like in the drag race and in the drift, it's all bunch tracks. The devs didn't put much effort into this summit qualifier, so why should I bother? I ask myself. Especially for the drag, I mean, there are loads and loads of miles of highways. It can't be that hard to create a drag race somewhere else on the highway, instead of always coming up with that same thing again and again. Oh, the angle is completely wrong. Yep, I saw it happening. Angle wrong, lose the multiplier. So, but even with the keyboard and with the April patch thing, even before the April patch, stuck here, I can get, in a BMW M5 I can easily get the multiplier at 99 here, even with the keyboard. So I scored 265,000 on this same track. Why am I still driving? I already lost the multiplier several times. New chat message, really? Not here, so gotta be a new play. We'll check it out later. Pretty simple drift. You need to get the multiplier at times 90 plus, preferably at times 99. That's where the big scores come from. If you lose it, retry immediately, because pointless, you're not gonna get anywhere. You might get to 100,000 if you can get the multiplier at, let's say, times 60, and you lose it once, and then you do another run at times 40. Those two scores added up, then you might have like 100, 120k, something like that. But that's not the idea. The idea is to keep the multiplier going as I am doing now, and then try to figure out some sort of way to get your turns and angles going like it should. That was already a close one, I almost lost it there. But I had to risk it because that would give me a better angle for this corner coming up. Although I'm a bit low on speed, and the reason for that is I have risked it to put it on automatic. Normally I do this drifting in manual, so you can put it in third gear, which is in general the normal gear that you can drift in. Do not hit the wall, thank you very much. Might get away with this. Keep it going. That was luck. Pure luck there. Because I was about to lose the multiplier. This can be the run that I need. I had to hit the brakes here and there, which also means I didn't get the multiplier higher enough, but at least I kept it going from start to finish. And that will be it. I'm not gonna put more effort into this Summit Qualifier if the devs do not even bother to come up with some new tracks for us. I really do not. As you can see, these drift cards that I use with the keyboard are pretty low. And I also I sent part to headquarter once they hit 1000 or something. I do not get them at 1299, that's too much power to control with the keyboard. So I keep them around 1000 or lower. I just gained 83 spots, I'm in 77th, top time is, I don't know. Husky 452,000, yep, okay. I'm fourth in the friends list at this moment with a score of 200,000. Good enough for platinum, I think. Can we see? No, we cannot see here. We can see in the overall screen, we can see how many people have done the drift, and then I can tell you. I dropped a place, although I improved my score with almost 100,000. Overall, I dropped a place, possible. So, 8 players have played, 2,419 players have played the drift trial. That means that 10% of that will be guaranteed a platinum medal. That is place number 242. I'm in 77th. I don't need to bother about this event anymore because I'm guaranteed a platinum because, well, almost 170 people have to pass me before I go to gold, so that's not going to happen in the next 2 days. Maybe 50, 60, that's possible, but not 170. So this will be my score for this. Like I said, if the dev don't bother, nor will I. I'm not going to spend too much time in this qualifier. Time attack, I'm 14th using the Ferrari 458. I do the drag, yeah, let's do the drag. Again, old track, somewhere on the highway. I think this is the third time I get this track in front of me. Just gonna use. I'm gonna do a solo run again here. It's on the highway with a concrete barrier in the middle. So if you do this with 4 people, you have 2 people on the left and 2 people on the right. So you cannot get draw from 4 people, although you can risk it. Going through the middle. There is a gap somewhere. And then you can sort of get a drop from at least 3 people if they can make it. Where do I use the nitro? Well, here somewhere on that tower thing there on the left. That's where I go for the nitro. do a time, but it was 18.8 it showed on the screen, but you always have to subtract because the time keeps running. 18.7, there you go. Without perfect burn and all that. Everything perfect. I did 18.2 yesterday solo, I think. But it would surprise me, I haven't checked yet, but that the top times are 16 high or something. Perfect burn, perfect start, 3 times perfect shift. Gonna wait a bit longer now. Nope, I'm not reaching 600 kilometers an hour, so you need to drop here to get the 611 top speed. Or you could use the Mustang. With a drop, that thing can go 655 if you put it full grip. 18.6, really. It's all about the nitro, where do you push it? I pushed it a bit later now, which is not a good idea, because I only gained 590 top speed. So, nitro needs to be pushed earlier. Everything perfect again, so that's not going to be the issue. 520, let's hit the nitro at 520 kilometers an hour. Nope. 597 top speed, and then it goes down again. But it is faster though. So nitro earlier, maybe at 500, I think it's 480 or something, I don't know. 18.2 again. And that will be it for the drag, at least at this point. If I can get a crew together in the next 2 days, that's how long this qualifier still runs, then I will concentrate on doing a better time here. 139th. So solo is not the way to go, that's obviously, if you're on 140th spot. 16.4. And the first place is 15.9, but just waiting here a second. Wouldn't surprise me if it says DJ Chris 2N or TN, whatever it is. If it ever wants to load. Sometimes the names show up instantly and sometimes it takes ages before they load, for some reason. Got a 16.4 on the friend list here on top. Let's continue and do it the other way. Drag 15.9. No, it's not the guy that I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. I have no idea what times are possible. Let me see. Other people 17.5, 17.6. That's definitely done with a crew. Everything under 16 is pretty fast. Let's call it that. So that was the drift and the drag trial that I just did here. Monster Arena is on my channel, as I mentioned before. And Time Attack, it's the same track that we used for the brand Time Attack with the Koenigsegg Agera a few weeks ago. So the same track, same traffic, same weather conditions and all. The brand Speed Trap also, same track. Also this time it is a brand Speed Trap, so it's limited to the Lamborghini Murcielago. You can get 430, 440 kilometers an hour with a crew if you can get a good draft. The speed trap has to be done with a drag car, although it is almost impossible to keep that thing on the road. I kind of found a way now. By tapping the handbrake I can sort of make the corners with that thing, but it's still... I used the drag car doing 11,700 points and it's only good for 48 spot. With a 14,111 being the first time. Whatever. Precision, I used, seen they repatched the bikes, sorta, although they are not back to what they were before the April patch, but at least it's better with the new May patch that they did a couple of days ago. The wheels are no longer spinning at the start. The rear wheel, that is the front wheel, no longer lifts up at the start. And if you brake, it kind of keeps stable instead of going on into a drift on you. What did they patch? The street performance and circuit bikes, not the dirt and raid bikes. Those are still the same messy drifting bikes now. Scramble test, it's one of the scramble tests that you have to do with a monster truck because of it's full of rocks and things. So I'm in 11 there at the moment. What did I use? I tested out a few cars, Camaro, the Skyline, and I think that I set the best score here with the Hummer, if I'm not mistaken. All monster specs, that is. Crew time attack, that's another story. You have the shortcut immediately at the start, then you have to hit a rock so that you jump over a barrier. While you are in the air somewhere, you have to use back on track so that it puts you on the other side of the barrier. And then you can keep driving on, and then you have to shortcut 2 more corners. And that way you can do a time around 150 at least, or 1:45.5 even. And I'm pretty sure that because I've been doing the run with him a few times, the main problem I have is the back on track thing, because I think I hit the rock too hard or something, so I keep flying till I fly over the 2 barriers, meaning that I cannot use the back on track, and I lose 2-3 seconds there at the beginning already. But I managed to set a time there of 2 minutes and 2 seconds, which is no good at all. Can be done way faster. But it's kind of tricky, and I've been messing around in Forza, so I haven't been here. I need to find a crew and do all this stuff, and then I can record that. And the rest is, as you can see, is in the look around video. But this basically is the drift and drag trial video. Unless I improve, I will post this one. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.